go ahead and turn us on? Are we good? Welcome to Redbank Valley High School, where tonight the Lady Bulldogs of Redbank Valley will be hosting the Keystone Panthers. Kind of a pseudo KSAC championship game tonight, as KSAC has decided this year not to host a championship game. But currently these are the top two teams in the rankings. Redbank Valley comes in with an undefeated league record. Keystone as well with an undefeated league record. Keystone 6-0 in the league, Redbank Valley 4-0. Overall records, Keystone undefeated on the season at 12-0. Redbank Valley on the season 8-4, but 4 of those losses are to very quality teams. They've lost twice to Punxsutawney, once to Indiana, a 5A school, and then another loss to Laurel, a team that is ranked in the top 3 down in the Whippy out of District 7. We're going to go ahead and turn this over to Blaine Gold. He's going to give the announcements. We'll hear the national anthem, and we'll be back with you shortly.
Now introducing the starting lineup for the visiting Keystone Lady Panthers. A junior guard number 32, Joseph Hero. A senior forward number 12, Faith Young. A senior guard number 15, Maddie Dunlap. A senior guard number 23, Danae Holbrink. And a senior guard number 10, Emily Lauer. Keystone's head coach is Josh Ames, assisted by Paul Flickner, Tori Schwartzberger, and Andy Tracy. Now the starting lineup here of the Valley Lady Bulldogs. A sophomore guard number 4, Kaylin Grant. A sophomore forward number 25, Olivia Hoffman. A junior guard number 14, Claire Klaus. A junior center number 21, Madison Borger. And a senior forward number 11, Emma Huffman. And from the Lady Bulldogs
back here with you at Redbank Valley High School, where the Redbank Valley Lady Bulldogs host the Keystone Lady Panthers. Couple good games going on here tonight. Is we have the game here in New Bethlehem, and then up in Knox, Pennsylvania. Reciprocal is the Bulldogs are up there playing the Panthers. We have that game as well.
It looks like we're
kind of
almost
watching
to the end of the first already.
Yeah, Redbank started out with a 7-1 lead. Now it's a 9-6 game. So we'll be giving you updates throughout that as well. Tip off here in New Bethlehem, and it goes to Rarick.
Two really exciting games tonight, Matt. I think that if you're Keystone, obviously you're the favorite here in AA, but you probably don't want people saying you won AA because Redbank Valley's gone. At the same time, obviously it's a rivalry for Redbank Valley. So even though KSAC's out the window and they're not playing each other in the playoffs, I think this is an exciting matchup for boys and girls tonight.
And obviously these teams tonight here in New Bethlehem know each other well, Blaine. Last year, playing each other 3 times at Keystone. The Keystone Panthers won the first one 51-46, came down, played in New Bethlehem. Redbank won that game 50-41, and then in the playoffs in the district finals of AA, Redbank won 48-37.
Yeah.
Both teams ended up going to the state playoffs, and both teams won first-round games.
Yeah.
Similar teams last year. Keystone was 17-10, Redbank Valley 20-8, and now here we go to this year. Both teams undefeated in the league, as we talked about earlier. We're going to get a travel called, and it's going to be Redbank Valley ball.
I think we'll give credit to a few students able to get their hands on some tickets tonight. So it's safe to say the biggest student section we've had so far this year.
Yeah, nice to see that and nice to hear them. Steal from Keystone. Layup, though, is missed. Rebound up, missed as well, and Redbank gets the ball, and there's going to be a foul on Keystone. Redbank will inbound the ball. Keystone putting on a press. Huffman inbounds the ball. She's going to get the ball to Klaus. Klaus gets the ball back to Huffman. Huffman over to Eric. Back to Huffman in the middle. Huffman dribbles across half court. She's going to go coast to coast. Couple offensive rebounds, but Emma Huffman's going to get called on the over the back. That's her first foul. Redbank team's first foul as well. Keystone will inbound the ball. A little pressure by Klaus. Lauer with the ball. Returning first team all-conference from last season. Ball is stripped by Klaus. Up to Huffman. Huffman goes coast to coast and up and in for the deuce. Redbank takes a 2-0 lead. Ball's inbounded to Dunlap. Dunlap over to Lauer. Lauer on the right side. Sorry, that's not Lauer. That's Weaver with the ball. 3-point is up, no good. Redbank looking to push. And it's going to be tipped and stolen briefly by Keystone, but out of bounds on Faith Young.
It's safe to say that anytime you watch a game in this gym, you're going to hear push it, push it, push it from probably the both boys and the girls.
Absolutely. Inbound the ball to Eric. Rarick ball back to Huffman. Huffman up top. Guarded by Holbrink. Nice feed inside to Huffman. Huffman to Huffman, up and in. 4-0 lead for the Bulldogs. Lauer with the ball from Keystone. It's going to go out of bounds, but it's going to stay Keystone ball. Blaine, Keystone returns 3 all-conference players. Very rare that you even get 3 on the team. They had 3 underclassmen last year, as Lauer was a first-team all-conference. Holbrink and Weaver were third-team all-conference.
Yeah, kind of opposite ends of the spectrum for the two teams tonight. Obviously, Redbank Valley losing most of their scoring power with Hinderleiter being gone, but obviously Keystone with a lot of theirs back.
Huffman coast to coast, 6-0 lead for the Bulldogs. Couldn't ask for a better start from Redbank Valley. Runner from Keystone is no good. We're going to get a foul called, looks like on Rarick of Redbank Valley.
And it looks
we're
like
going to get a team timeout.
First quarter's coming to the end here in the boys game with Redbank Valley 12, Keystone 6. I didn't see it, but someone right at the horn there with 3 seconds left for Redbank Valley hit a 3 to push that to a 6-point lead. It was 9-6 before that shot.
So we'll continue to give you updates of the Redbank Keystone game throughout the night. As Blaine said earlier, Redbank leads 12-6 up in Knox. Down here in New Bethlehem, Redbank Valley Gymnasium, the Lady Bulldogs lead the Lady Panthers of Keystone 6-0 with 5:26 left. Keystone is going to inbound the ball, and they're going to try a cross-court pass off the inbounds, and it's intercepted by Huffman. Claire Klaus with the ball over to Rarick. Rarick inside to Foringer. Foringer up for two, and it is good. 8-0 lead, Redbank Valley. Lauer's going to bring the ball in over to Faith Young. Back to Hurlbrink. The three is launched. It's in and out. Redbank with Klaus with the rebound, and it's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow is going to go to Keystone. Good defense by Maddie Dunlap to cause that jump ball. Hurlbrink is going to inbound the ball for Keystone. She gets the ball out to Lauer. Dunlap with the ball up top, over to Lauer. Lauer inside. We're going to have a foul called on Redbank Valley. Foul's going to be called on Emma Huffman. That's her second team foul, team third. Keystone inbounding underneath their basket. Inbounds to Lauer. Intercepted by Huffman. Huffman's going to go coast to coast, but we're going to have no call there. Lauer's going to push it back, and she's going to try to go coast to coast. And again, no call there.
Letting them play.
Good deflection by Huffman, and she's going to come back coast to coast. And now we're going to have a foul called.
Don't blink, that's for sure. Don't blink, and you're going to miss something.
Looks like the Penguins of the early 90s up and down the hockey rink. Huffman's going to go to the line. Foul's going to be called on Josie Weaver of Keystone, her first. Huffman's first is up and in. Increase the lead to 9-0. Natalie Bowser checks in for Keystone, her first action of the night. Second one is short. And the rebound's going to come to Weaver. Weaver's going to bring the ball up across half court. Redbank in the 2-3 zone. Ball's up to Dunlap right now. Over to Weaver. Weaver's going to drive. Up, no good. But the rebound is up and in by Natalie Bowser. First 2 points of the game for Keystone. Redbank breaks the press. Rarick, she's going to drive. Offensive rebound from Redbank Valley. And looks like we're going to get the timeout called to Redbank. Looks like a possible jump ball, but Redbank Valley did get the timeout. 9-2 Redbank Valley. So looking at the Keystone roster, Blaine, not only do these two teams know each other well on the basketball court, obviously know each other well playing against each other on the volleyball court as well. Brian Mung, volleyball coach at Keystone's, really turned that program around. Redbank Valley, fortunately, we were able to defeat the Keystone Panthers in the finals this year, but Keystone had a quality team and a team that for the next 2-3 years, team to be reckoned with in the KSAC. And if you look at their basketball roster with Gruber, Mays, Bell, Weaver, and Bowser, all volleyball players as well.
Yeah, really a rivalry all around in all sports. Kind of put in that category, obviously, of Clarion Union, CL, Keystone. So obviously the girls and the boys both pretty familiar with each other growing up playing against each other.
Ball's going to go out of bounds off Redbank. It's going to be Keystone ball. Weaver's going to inbound the ball, and it's going to go to Lauer.
Boys game, 5 minutes left in the second. Redbank 12, Keystone 11.
Lauer to Bowser. Up top. It's going to be Weaver with the 2, and it is good. So it's going to be 9-4 Redbank Valley. Huffman's going to bring the ball across half court. Huffman to Rarick. Rarick looks inside to Foringer, guarded by Bowser. Shot by Redbank is off, and it's going to be rebound Keystone. Bowser's going to get the ball over to Lauer. Pressure by Klaus. Turns Lauer to the right. Keystone with the ball up top to the perimeter, to the left side. That's going to be long, but Keystone's going to get the offensive rebound. And Weaver's going to drive, kick it back out to Hurlbrink. Again, the 3 is long, but she gets her own rebound and is going to get called for a double dribble. Brooklyn Edmonds is going to check into the game for Redbank. Olivia Huffman is going to check out. Boys game looks like Blaine is tied at 14 with about 3.5 left in the second quarter. Up in Knox. Klaus with the ball over to Rarick. Looking to get the ball inside to Foringer. Bowser with the nice deflection and steal. Weaver with the ball from Keystone. Dunlap to the right. Gets the ball to her. Back over to Weaver. Into Bowser. Shot is no good with Bowser with the rebound, and we're going to get a foul called on Redbank. So it looks like both teams trying to get the ball inside. Redbank trying to get the ball inside to Foringer. Keystone trying to get the ball inside to Bowser.
Yeah, I know that Coach Edmonds said last year after the district final game with Keystone, he said that this matchup with Foringer and Bowser is going to be exciting to watch for the next couple years.
First free throw by Bowser is up and good. Second one is also good. Cuts the lead to 9-6. Klaus with the ball. She's going to dribble to the left. Gets the ball to Rarick, and we're going to have a foul called on Lauer. It's going to be Keystone's third team foul, Lauer's second. Ball inbounded to Rarick. Back to Huffman, Huffman up top. Huffman guarded by Hurlbrink. We're going to get the ball to Rarick. Rarick with the runner down the baseline, and it's up and in for an 11-6 lead. Keystone inbounds the ball. It's going to be Weaver at the point. She's going to get the ball over to Dunlap. Looks inside to Bowser, but she's going to dribble right, back to Weaver. Weaver's going to dribble right, take the baseline shot, and it's good. Huffman inbounds to Klaus. Klaus going to bring the ball across half court, over to Rarick. Rarick out to Huffman. Huffman stumbles a little bit, but keeps her balance. Rarick's going to take the 3, and it's good. 20-footer for Rarick, her first of the night. 14-8 lead Redbank. Lauer with the ball. I'm sorry, Weaver with the ball. Weaver over to Dunlap. The 3-point shot by Hurlbrink is off. Huffman's going to push the ball. Baseball pass a little too high for Rarick. It's going to be Keystone ball.
45 seconds here left in the first.
Klaus putting some pressure on. Ball is inbounded to Weaver. Weaver up top. She's going to get the ball to Dunlap. Dunlap over to Hurlbrink, and it's going to be stolen by Rarick. And it's going to be stolen back. Baseball pass up to Lauer's going to drive. Bowser's going to go up, no good. And the foul on Foringer.
Tell by the reaction by the Redbank Valley bench, not happy with that one, but that's going to be Foringer's second, correct? Here in the first.
It's going to be the team fifth. 2-shot foul for Bowser. Looks like they have it down as Foringer's first. Brooklyn Edmonds is going to check into the game for Eric. Katie Davis checks in for Foringer. 14-9 lead for Redbank. And the next shot is going to be short, and it does not hit the rim, so it's going to be Redbank ball. Redbank will look to take the last shot here. Huffman with the ball. Looks like Redbank's going to go 4 low. Probably let Huffman drive here and kick it out for a possible 3. It's going to be stolen by Keystone. Let's see if she can get a shot up. And Weaver gets the shot up, but it's going to be no good. So Redbank Valley off to a very fast start. Keystone with a nice comeback. Redbank's going to take the 5-point lead, 14-9, as we go to the break. So Blaine, kind of looking ahead at the playoffs a little bit. Obviously, Keystone currently would be the #1 team ranked in AA. Redbank is right up there. Punxsutawney probably the #1 team in AAA. Redbank would probably be the 2 seed right now. The seeding committee, they will meet 2 weeks from tonight in St. Mary's. Seeding this year is not on records, although that will be taken into consideration, but more an overview, I guess the eye test. We talk about that in college football a lot. But this year's seeding all important, as the higher seed gets home court advantage throughout the playoffs, including the finals.
Yeah, we talked about that too with Redbank Valley scheduling some of those tougher opponents, how they could be in a situation where obviously Punxsutawney's going to be the clear #1, but they could be in a situation where just because of playing that tougher schedule, they could possibly have, you could have a team, even if it's Redbank Valley, with an extra loss just because of their strength of schedule, possibly bumping over another team. So, real quickly here before we start the second, Olivia Huffman led the way. Olivia Huffman and Kaylin Rarick led the way with 5 points apiece there in the first. Foringer and Emma Huffman added 2 apiece. For Keystone, it was Josie Weaver with 4 and Natalie Bowser leading the way with 5. We're also just about to hit halftime of the boys game with Keystone up 21-14 over Redbank Valley.
Rarick with the 3 for Redbank, and it is no good. In and out. Bounced off the back of the rim and the front of the rim. Keystone's going to bring the ball up. Lauer brings the ball to the right. She's going to get the ball over to Weaver. Weaver to Dunlap. Gets the ball down low to Lauer. Lauer's going to drive off, and it's going to be Redbank Valley ball. And we're going to have a foul called on Keystone. Blaine, another, I guess, PIAA had a meeting today, so this doesn't really impact these 2 teams, but they talked about the mask policy moving ahead in the playoffs. It was decided that all teams or all players must wear a mask in the playoffs unless you have the exemption. Probably will affect more of the District 10 teams. A lot of those teams haven't been wearing them. It's a school decision, but now for the playoffs, unless you have that exemption, you will have to wear a mask. And if you're a team that will not play a team that doesn't wear a mask, even if they have exemption, you will have to forfeit that game in the playoffs.
Yeah, PIAA just make it a little clear and pretty straight across the board for the playoffs.
Redbank Valley with a couple offensive rebounds there, unable to convert on the basket. Keystone with the ball up top, pushes the ball across. It's going to be Dunlap. Dunlap down to Hurlbrink. 3 is going to be in. Shot from Weaver. Another one of those volleyball players. 14-12 Redbank Valley. Klaus with the ball over to Huffman. Smathers flashes through. They get the ball to her. Into Davis. Bowser, nice move by Davis. Spin move around Bowser. Bowser's going to be called for the foul. Davis being very aggressive these last 2 games, Blaine. Getting the ball and taking it to the hoop. First one's up and in for Davis. Looking ahead, Blaine, also, after the district playoffs, the state playoffs this year, similar to the fall sports, only the district champs advance. Again, like the fall sports, District 9 hosts the winner of District 5 in the first round of the playoffs for AAA. And District 9 gets to host that game as well.
Yep. Yeah, one of the positives to come out of COVID, that if you take care of business during the regular season, you get the chance to host more than the usual playoff games.
Foul called on Olivia Huffman of Redbank Valley. Her first, team 6. Next foul on Redbank Valley will put Keystone in the bonus. Put them to the line on a 1-and-1. Ball's up to Dunlap. Dunlap over to Lauer. Getting the ball down to Bowser. Spin move. And we're going to get a foul on, looks like Davis. And that'll be her first foul. Put Bowser to the line. Bowser, a good free throw shooter from what we've seen so far. And that's up and good. 16-13 lead by the Lady Bulldogs. And the next one is off. Rebound, Klaus. Klaus is going to push the ball up to Rarick. Rarick drives baseline. Foringer with the rebound, puts it up and in. Keystone looking to push. Hurlbrink with the ball. Over to Dunlap. Into Bowser. Over to Weaver. Weaver for the three. It is short. Huffman's going to take the ball. Lauer's coming up behind, but Huffman's going to go coast to coast. It's no good. Baseball pass. And Keystone cannot convert on the 2-on-0. Redbank coming back. Davis misfires with that pass to Rarick. Both teams looking to push the ball, Blaine. Unfortunately, when you do that, at times there are turnovers. But I think both coaches do like the aggressiveness. Weaver with the ball for Keystone over to Dunlap. They play catch up top. Weaver back to Dunlap. Dunlap down to Lauer. Back to Dunlap. Over to Weaver. Weaver's going to drive. And it's off, and it's going to go out of bounds. And it's going to be Redbank Valley ball. Smathers into the game for Redbank. Klaus out. Huffman at point for Redbank Valley. Olivia's going to bring the ball to the left. Keystone letting her dribble as Redbank slows it down. Redbank will start the offense. Rarick with the runner. It is no good. Weaver is going to push. She's going to try to go coast to coast. Foringer with the rebound. Huffman with the nice move. And we're going to get a charge called. Important call there, Blaine.
Yeah.
Lauer, that would have been her third if it would have went the other way. Unfortunately, it goes against Redbank. Olivia Huffman's second foul.
Yeah, obviously, I would imagine that Olivia would like to get out of this first half without picking up that third foul.
Lauer with the spin move. Ball up top to Dunlap, into Bowser. Weaver with the fake. Her shot is off. Back up to Dunlap on the offensive rebound for Keystone. Weaver into Bowser. No good. Keystone getting some good looks, just not able to convert them. Ball over to Davis. Davis drives. And we're going to get a foul called on Keystone. That's going to be team 6 foul on Keystone. So that'll be on the floor. That foul's on Weaver. That's her third foul. Keystone getting in a little bit of foul trouble here.
Yeah, Redbank Valley, Keystone already in the shooting bonus, but Redbank Valley will be in the shooting bonus now.
Huffman with 2 fouls. Has to kind of play a little.
Yeah, you could tell she completely played that differently.
Yeah, a little light defense there. Did want to pick up the third one.
I would say smart on her part.
And I'm sure Lauer knew that as well.
Yeah.
She was bringing the ball down, kind of went at her and was able to get the layup. Huffman with the ball, over to Rarick, a little too high. 3:07 left here in the second, 18-15. Up in Knox, still at halftime. Keystone leads the Bulldogs there, 21-14. Low-scoring game up in Knox.
Yeah, it looks like with the timing, they're going to be starting the third quarter right as we go to the half. So that'll give you a good chance if you're not already, you can flip over and probably catch most of the third quarter on the boys' side during halftime.
Ball into Bowser. It's going to be deflected by Huffman. Klaus with the ball, and she's going to come across half court. Gets the ball over to Rarick. Rarick with the wide open three, and she is off. That looked good from here. Dunlap with the ball for Keystone. Dunlap's going to drive. Out to Faith Young. Over to Dunlap. Down to Bowser. Bowser with the spin move. And we're going to have off the side of the backboard. It's going to be Redbank Valley ball. Huffman inbounds the ball to Klaus. Klaus to the left. Over to Rarick. Rarick down to Huffman. Up to Klaus. Klaus drives. Tries to get the ball to Foringer. And she gets the ball up and in. Wait, it looks like they're kind of letting them go here. The whistle's been put away for the last couple minutes.
Even, too, with the amount of fouls that have been called, there's been so many times where you expect something to be called and they have not called it.
Hurlbrink with the ball for Keystone. Gets the ball to Lauer. Lauer's going to drive. She's going to get the ball up to Bowser again.
Even, too, you got bodies making contact with each other and nothing called. So I guess you can say, and probably as a coach, what you want to see is consistency. I think it's been pretty consistent both ways. I mean, obviously, fouls are 8-6, and no calls are probably about the same, too.
Out to Rarick, over to Huffman. Huffman's going to drive into the paint, up and in. 22-15, Redbank Valley. Hurlbrink with the ball for Keystone. Over to Dunlap. Faith Young dribbles up top. Over to Dunlap. Trying to get the ball inside to Bowser. It's going to be out of bounds on Keystone. Off Keystone, Redbank Valley ball. Weaver checks back into the game. Again, she has 3 fouls here in the first half. Less than a minute left. Redbank's going to slow it down. Keystone's going to come out, put pressure on with Dunlap. Ball to Huffman. Huffman picks her dribble up. Cross court pass to Rarick. Rarick. Cross court back to Huffman. Huffman's going to take the 3, and she buries it. Big shot from Olivia Huffman. Increases the lead to 10. 25-15. Weaver with the ball up top to Dunlap. Over to Hurlbrink, inside to Bowser. Miscommunication there. It looked like Keystone trying to get the ball inside. Deflected out of bounds by Huffman. Davis and Smathers in. Foringer. It looks like the Huffman sisters are coming out. The 3-pointer is off. Foringer with the rebound. Redbank Valley will get a chance to get the last shot here. Smathers with the 3. It is off. Rebound Keystone.
2-1.
And they did not get the last shot up. So 25-15, 10-point lead. Kind of a tale of Redbank out to a quick lead. I think Redbank had a 9-0 lead. Keystone comes back, gets it within 2 or 3. Redbank then increases the lead at the end of the second quarter. So Redbank Valley will take a 25-15 lead into halftime. In the boys game, looks like the start of the third quarter. Keystone up 24-17. We're going to take a break after Blaine gives the totals in the first half, and we'll be back with you with about a couple minutes left here before the third quarter starts.
Yeah, Olivia Huffman leading all scorers with 10. She had 5 in that second quarter. Foreigner added 4. She's at 6. Huffman with 2, and Davis with 2. For Keystone, Lauer with 2 in that quarter, 2 total. Hurlbrink with the 3, which gives her... No, pardon me. Weaver with the 3, which gives her 7 on the evening thus far. And Bowser leading the way for... No, Weaver leading the way with 7 and Bowser with 6. So we will be back in about 6 minutes.
Back here at Redbank Valley, a couple minutes left here before we start the second half. 25-15 Lady Bulldog lead. Up in Knox, looks like the Keystone Panthers lead our Bulldogs 36-25 with 2:30 left here in the third quarter. We're going to switch it over to wrestling a little bit for all you wrestling fans out there. District individual tournament this Saturday at Clearfield. A little different format this year as it's one-day tournament. Preliminary rounds are single elimination. Once you get to the quarterfinals, it goes to double elimination. Seeding was done Sunday night. If you can have a chance to look at the leader vindicator, all the Redbank wrestlers are in there with their first round matchups, potential second round matchups. The nice thing this year, Blaine, Mega Rock, because no spectators at all, no parents. Mega Rock has got exclusive rights. They're going to have all three mats, cameras on each mat for the entire duration of the tournament. So if you go to facebook.com/Mega Rock FM fan on Saturday, preliminary rounds start at 10 o'clock, followed by the quarterfinals, consolations, and finals. Top three from districts head to regionals next weekend in Sharon. Top three from regionals are going to go to the super regionals down at the Kowalczyk Center in Indiana the Saturday following. And then the top four from there go to the state tournament in Hershey, one-day tournament. 4 from the east, 4 from the west. All 8 will be medalists. They also announced today, Blaine, the team tournament is actually going to start on March 22nd. The District 9 champ will host the District 5 champ. And then the semis and finals will be at Cumberland Valley High School on the 27th. So good luck to all the Bulldog wrestlers this Saturday. Hopefully we'll have updates for you next week on their tournament, on the kids that qualify for regionals the following weekend. Back here in New Bethlehem, we just started the third quarter, 7:42 left. It's going to be Redbank Valley ball. Klaus with the ball. She's going to run point for Redbank Valley. She's going to get the ball to Rarick. Rarick to Foringer. Foringer's going to drive. Klaus with the rebound. Shot is no good. It's going to come back to Bowser. Bowser is going to get the ball back to Dunlap. Dunlap over to Weaver. Weaver over to Hurlbrink. Hurlbrink gets the ball over to Lauer. Lauer's going to lose control of it, and it looks like it's going to be a jump ball. The Bulldogs have done a really nice job defending Lauer tonight. Lauer, as we talked about earlier, a returning first-team all-conference player.
Yeah, definitely a lot of familiar faces. Redbank Valley and Keystone playing 3 times last year, with the district championship game being the rubber match of the 3. Obviously, Redbank Valley taking that series 2-1.
Nice steal, and Lauer's going to take it coast to coast and up and in. Klaus with the ball. She goes right side, inbounds to Foringer. Foringer up. It is off. Good hustle by Klaus. Up to Rarick. Rarick nails the 3. Increases the lead to 11. Weaver with the ball. Down low to Lauer. Lauer's going to take the 3. It's off. Huffman rebounds. She looks to push. Up to Klaus. Klaus is going to get called for a travel.
Yeah, tried to bring that ball up to feed it, and looks like the ball just kind of got caught in her body a little bit and took the walk.
Keystone with the ball. Up to Lauer. Lauer over to Dunlap. Dunlap to Hurlbrink. Cross to Lauer. Lauer's going to drive. And it is off. Rebound Foringer. Huffman's going to look to push the ball. She's going to look for... She loses control. I think she was looking to feed maybe Rarick there in the corner, but Rarick was good defense on her. So the ball's going to go out of bounds off Redbank Valley, and it's going to be Keystone ball with 5:40 left in the third. Out in Knox, Pennsylvania, the Keystone boys lead our Redbank boys by a score of 40-29. And it looks like that's going to be the end of the third
Yeah,
quarter.
it was a 16-point lead there with about a minute left, so the boys were able to go on a little 5-0 run there inside the last minute. Still down 11 entering the fourth.
So we're going to get a timeout here in New Bethlehem with 5:36 left, 28-17 lead. Back to the wrestlers, Blaine. Looks like we have a couple kids seated first, a couple kids seated second, so a little different this year. Typically you get 4 kids out of districts to go to regionals, and then you get 4 from regionals to go to states. Trying to do everything in one day this year, so it's just 3 from districts to regionals, and then 3 from regionals to a added super regional this year, and then 4 from there on to states. Interesting to see what will happen with the team tournament, how they're doing it this year. The top 4 teams at the individual tournament, point-wise, will qualify for the District 9 final, 2 semis and then a final, which will be held on March 20th at a time and place to be determined. And then the winner of that will move on to the state tournament.
Yeah, big day for our wrestlers on Saturday. They've been essentially just nothing but practice for the last 2 weeks, so finally a chance to see someone in another color on the mat.
Ball stolen by Emma Huffman. It's going to go out of bounds. Once again, we'll give you that one more time for you wrestling fans. Mega Rock will have all the action, 3 cameras on all 3 courts, audio only on one, but you'll get to see all live action on Saturday. That's facebook.com/Mega Rock FM fan. Keystone with the rebound. And they are letting them play, Blaine.
Yeah, we don't typically do this, Matt, but just a score that popped up on Twitter that's quite shocking. The Kennedy Catholic girls beat Jamestown tonight 74-6. So
wow.
Quite a defensive effort by Kennedy Catholic.
Especially with the mercy rule instituted. So once you're up 30, running clock throughout. So nice look and feed inside. Foringer up with the deuce. Out of control Keystone. It's going to be Dunlap with the ball. Almost a steal by Huffman. Hurlbrink with the ball. Weaver with the ball. Over to Dunlap. Deflected. Lauer up. And we're going to get a foul underneath. It's going to be on Emma Huffman. Her third. Team first of the second half. So Lauer's going to go to the line. Lady Panthers down 13. First one's up and in. Bowser back into the game for the Lady Panthers. Faith Young out. Lauer's second is up and in. No press from Keystone. They pull back. Man defense for Keystone. Ball into Foringer. 2 girls in the paint, and we're going to get a travel called on Redbank. Keystone with the ball. Dunlap up top. Over to Lauer. Another steal by Klaus. Klaus is going to try to go coast to coast. Up, and she's going to get called for a travel. And unfortunately, Blaine, we don't keep track of steals, but Redbank Valley doing a very nice job defensively tonight. Numerous steals throughout the first and second half.
Yeah, definitely taking possessions away from Keystone.
Lauer with the ball from Keystone. Over to Dunlap. Dunlap dribbles up top, looks for Lauer down low. Good feed, and it's up and in. Lauer starting to heat it up a little bit. Klaus with the ball for Redbank. She's going to get the ball to Huffman. Huffman's going to drive baseline. Ball into Emma. Huffman, and up and deflected out of bounds. Into Davis. Lauer with the ball from Keystone. She's going to get it up to Weaver. Weaver's going to take the ball into the paint. She's going to go up and no foul called. And it looks like, Blaine, honestly, this game kind of getting a little bit out of control. Definitely being called the same on both sides. Whistles have been kind of put away a little bit, but it's definitely been equal on both sides.
Yeah, it's foul number 4 already on Weaver, as it looks like, yeah, she's checking out of the game there.
Klaus with the ball for Redbank. Klaus is going to get called for the travel. So it's going to be Keystone ball. Looking up at the score up in Knox, it's going to be a 14-point lead for the Panthers, 43-23, 6 minutes left. Another steal by Redbank Valley, Olivia Huffman. And she's going to go coast to coast, up and no good, but she gets her own rebound. Off to Klaus, and Klaus off. Good hustle by Davis.
Nice
Back
save,
to Klaus.
nice hustle by Davis.
Rarick's going to get called for the travel.
That's about, what, 4 possessions in a row. Self-inflicted turnover by Redbank Valley on the carries. Obviously, I think probably at least 2 of them Coach Edmonds didn't agree. But
And Klaus with the steal.
Klaus, nice aggressive play.
Keystone just not having very crisp passes tonight for some reason. Lauer's going to go coast to coast. Nice move by Lauer. Up and in. And she is getting hot. Klaus with the ball for Redbank. She pushes to the right. She's going to go coast to coast. And we're going to get a foul called on Keystone. Looks like Bowser. Klaus is going to go to the line. First one is a little short. Foringer checks into the game for Redbank. Davis out. Klaus is second. Also short, but the rebound is going to come to, looks like we're going to have a jump ball.
Great hustle play there by both Emma Huffman and I think it was it Hurlbrink or maybe we got Rory Vickers checking into the game. One of those two both diving.
Another steal by Olivia Huffman. And she is going to go coast to coast, up and just off, but a rebound is going to go to Bowser with the ball for Keystone. She's going to get it up to Lauer. Lauer's going to get it over to Dunlap. Another almost steal for Huffman. And we're going to get a timeout, Keystone. Obviously, Blaine, I think in this timeout, Redbank obviously going to talk about keeping up the pressure defensively. Keystone going to talk about we got to control the ball better.
Yeah, for sure. And a lot of above-average athletic plays by Olivia Huffman here on some of the steals. Probably some of them you're seeing. She's just Keystone's bringing the ball up and they're trying to feed the ball inside, and she's just jumping right in front of and intercepting the passes or jumping up in the air and pulling them down. So really above average athletic plays by Huffman on some of those steals.
You know, Blaine, as a freshman on the volleyball court, she would make plays in practice that you just wouldn't see seniors making. Just incredible athletic ability. Over in Knox, it looks like Keystone has increased that lead back to 17 with about 5 minutes left.
Boys right now.
We did talk off air a little bit though, Blaine. The one nice thing about the boys team, they can score a lot of points in a very short period of time. Dunlap with the ball for Keystone. Another almost steal for the Bulldogs. Ball into Bowser. Bowser is rejected by Foringer. Look up to Rarick. Rick's going to go coast to coast and up and in for 2. Lauer with the ball for Keystone. 11-point lead for the Lady Dogs. Into Dunlap. It is short, and we're going to have a jump ball. Possession arrow goes to Redbank Valley. Olivia Huffman with the shot, and it is good. Olivia Huffman with the deuce. Increases the lead to 13. Lauer with the ball, and she's going to get called for a travel. Smathers is going to check into the game for Redbank. Klaus is going to check out. Dunlap trying to push Olivia to the right. She does. Olivia is going to drive and get the ball to Emma Huffman, and there's going to be a foul called on Keystone. Only the third team foul. Foul's going to be on Rory Vickers, her second. And it's going to be underneath. Olivia Huffman gets the ball out to Smathers. Off. Smathers gets her own rebound. Back up. It's no good, but Foringer with the rebound. And we're going to get a foul called on Bowser.
Nice job by Smathers there following her shot. Even though she didn't make her putback, it set up Foringer for the shot underneath to draw the foul.
Numerous offensive rebounds, second, third chance opportunities for the Lady Dogs tonight. Foringer with the free throw up and in. Foul was on Bowser. That is her second. That's the team fourth. And the second one is up and good. Largest lead of the game for Redbank. They lead by 15. Lauer with the ball to Dunlap. Lauer takes the 18-footer. It's off. Rebound. Bowser of Keystone, and she's going to get called for the travel. Foringer checks back in, Davis out. Huffman with the ball. Looking to take the last shot here in the third as they're up 15. Dunlap comes out, puts pressure on. Huffman to the right. She gets the ball to Rarick. Rarick gets the ball down to Foringer, up to Huffman. Huffman over to Smathers. Smathers to Rarick. Good defense by Lauer. Ball deflected to Huffman. Huffman's going to take the three, and it's off. And that's going to end the third quarter. So at the end of three, we got Redbank Valley leading 38-23. Up in Knox with 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. We have the Keystone Panthers leading the Bulldogs 51-32. What's the scoring look like after three, Blaine?
So we have, for Redbank Valley, Olivia Huffman added 2 to her total there, so she is at 12 on the evening. Rarick had a 5 there, so she's at 10 for the night. Foyer with 4, so that puts her at 10 as well. Klaus with that nice steal and layup for 2. Emma Huffman still with 2, and Katie Davis with 2. So a nice spread there of scores, the big 3 leading the way. Lauer with the big third quarter for Keystone as she scored 6 to add to her 2, so she's at 8. And then we have Weaver with 7, and we have Bowser with 6.
Looking ahead at the rest of the week, Blaine, tomorrow the boys were to host Erie First Academy out of Erie. That game was canceled. The Lady Bulldogs actually did pick up a game this week. They lost their game on Monday, so they are going to Brockway tomorrow. Friday, the girls play again, a game moved from Saturday to Friday night. They will be going down to Karn City. We'll be back with you here Friday night for a big game, rematch of a game earlier this year up in Clarion where the Clarion Bobcats beat our Bulldogs. Not sure on the accessibility of Cal Jarman, the star guard for Clarion. He was hurt a week ago at Karn City, so we're not sure if he'll be playing or not. Keystone starts the fourth with a deuce. Huffman has the ball for Redbank Valley. She comes across half court. Attempted steal by Keystone. Runner from Huffman is no good, but she gets her own rebound, and she's going to get called for the travel. One more full week of basketball action. That'll be next week, and then a few games the following Monday or Tuesday, and then we'll get ready for the playoffs the week of March 8th. Again, playoffs this year, Blaine, 1 week. Typically they were 2 weeks. You'd play, Tuesday, Friday, then the following week. They're going to condense it all into 1 week. Higher seed gets all home court games.
Yeah, obviously at the state level, the playoffs are going to look drastically different with only 12 total teams, right? One team from each district.
Yeah, and actually on the western side, for the smaller A, AA, and AAA, the city league schools, they don't have smaller schools, so only 5 teams on that side of the bracket in single, double, and AAA.
Well, you remember when our girls last year, they won their first state game, and then they lost the second one right before the shutdown, but you were talking about having multiple state playoff games a week. You're going to have it all wrapped up in a couple weeks.
Yeah, absolutely. And talking, Blaine, about, last year, both Keystone and Redbank won their first round games as Keystone, a convincing win over Cambridge Springs by a score of 69-44 in the first round, and then lost to Bishop McCourt in the second round. The Bulldogs defeated Cochranton 53-49, and then lost to Bellwood Annis. I'm not sure of the girl's name, but probably the best high school girls player I've ever seen.
Yeah, went to Notre Dame.
Yeah, she's playing at Notre Dame this
Campbell,
year.
I think,
Looked her up a couple times. She is seeing action for the Fighting Irish as a freshman. We're going to get a travel called on Redbank Valley.
It's not very often that you see, especially with us, that you see in person many D1 basketball players on the floor. I was at that game, and she was hitting every shot from every position that she took. Literally, she was pulling up 5 feet behind the three-point line and hitting it. There was just no way to defend that.
Definitely a few Division I players have come out of District 9 on the girls' side recently. Many years ago, Blauser from Cranberry, a familiar
I
name.
think Keystone had a couple, right? I think
there was a Mays girl, Johnson.
Girls, I think, went to Rhode Island.
Sheena Mosh, if you've heard that name, from Du Bois Central. She played Division I ball. I think she might even went to Duke. And if you look at Division II, just in our backyard, Blaine, Clarion University has 3 from District 9 that have been starting. Olivia Books from AC Valley, Emily Hegedus from Carn City, and the third one, trying to think who the third one is. Oh, Abby Gatesman, freshman from North Clarion, league MVP last year. So all 3 playing for Clarion University. And then Tori Obenrader, star athlete from North Clarion. She's up in Erie again, and unfortunately blew her knee out earlier this year, tore her ACL. Rarick underneath the Huffman, and Rarick is hurt on the play. Not sure what happened there, Blaine. Rarick with a really nice pass underneath.
Yeah, it looked like she was kind of all alone there, so I don't know if she twisted something or came down on something odd, but it didn't look like there was any contact with anybody.
Huffman goes to the line. Up in Knox, Blaine, looks like Keystone up 20-point lead with about 40 seconds left. Those teams will play again last week of the season. I think the last game for each team down here in New Bethlehem. Blaine, and unlike this girls' game where Keystone's a AA team, girls are a AAA team here at Redbank, on the boys' side, both teams are AA. So a huge game tonight for seeding purpose. So they'll be back here in New Bethlehem. Hopefully the Bulldogs can get some revenge and get that higher seed to get the home court game. Dunlap with the ball, out to Lauer. Lauer takes the 3. It is short. Rebound, Emma Huffman. And we're going to have a jump ball. And it's going to be Keystone ball underneath. Redbank with a 15-point lead. And unfortunately, looks like Rarick they're going to take out here. Hopefully she's able to come back from that injury. Looks like an ankle, maybe a high ankle. Huffman with the ball to Klaus. Klaus into Foringer. Foringer back to Huffman. Huffman's going to drive free throw line. Own rebound, up and in for the deuce. Strong game tonight by Olivia Huffman. Increases that lead to 15.
14 on the night for Olivia Huffman.
And it looks like Olivia's getting called for the foul, and then she's going to get called for a technical foul. The referee wasn't happy with the way Olivia looked at it, kind of gave a little with the hand. So we're going to have a 2-shot technical foul first, and then it'll be Keystone ball out of bounds as it's Olivia Huffman's 4th foul, team 4th foul. First one's up and good. And Lauer up and good for the second one. And I'm not sure, Blaine, why they're giving her 4 shots here. The first foul was on the floor. It was not a shooting foul, nor was it a one-on-one. So this should have just been a 2-shot foul, and then Keystone ball underneath. So that is going to cut the lead to 12. Keystone is going to get the ball.
Did you just happen to see who called timeout there?
I did not.
I was going to say, I was wondering if that's just the timeout called there by Coach Edmonds, just to calm everybody down. You could tell there was some confusion as to what the technical foul was called there on, and obviously, we're able to get those quick 3 by Keystone. So if that was called by Redbank Valley, good timeout by Coach Edmonds just to kind of collect everybody and get things back together for the last 5 minutes.
Looking ahead at next week, Blaine kind of finishes off the last full week. On Monday, the girls will have senior night here at Redbank. 6 o'clock game against Forest. It is varsity only, as both girls' games are varsity only next week. So Monday's girls varsity only, home against Forest. Tuesday, the boys host North Clarion. Wednesday, the girls go to Clarion, the boys go to Montauk. And then on Thursday, the girls host Cranberry for a varsity only, and the boys will go to Cranberry. Keystone with the ball. The ball underneath, and it's going to be, looks like a jump ball. It's going to be Redbank Valley possession. Huffman's going to go coast to coast. Unfortunately, it doesn't fall, but Klaus with the rebound, and we're going to get a foul on Dunlap. That's going to be the team 6th. Next one will put Redbank in the bonus and put them on the line for a 1-on-1. Huffman's going to inbound that ball from the side. It's going to go over to Brooklyn Edmonds. Into Huffman. Huffman up top, gets the ball to Klaus. And another foul on Dunlap, and that's going to put Redbank to the line. It's going to be Dunlap's second foul. Klaus to the line. Klaus makes the first, increases the lead to 13. Still 4.5 minutes left here in the 4th. Klaus with the second. It is short, but Foringer with the rebound, up and in, over Bowser. Weaver with the ball for Keystone. Over to Hurlbrink, back to Weaver. Into Dunlap, and we're going to get a foul called on Klaus. That's the team's 5th. Faith Young's going to check back into the game. Bowser out for Keystone. 3 is up for Keystone, it's no good. Rebound. Rejected by Foringer. Huffman's going to look to. Ball is out of bounds of Keystone. It's going to be a Redbank Valley ball. Huffman's going to inbound the ball. She gets it to Klaus. Klaus over to Emma Huffman. Emma Huffman draws baseline. Shot is no good. That's going to be over the back one for Redbank. So we have 16 fouls, Blaine. Next foul puts Keystone into bonus. Both teams will be at the free throw line the rest of the way.
Yeah, we talked about how in the first half, kind of letting them play, but I think as things got a little more chippy, they're obviously trying to make sure that they keep the game under control down here down the stretch, maybe calling a little bit more than what they did in the first half.
That foul is going to be called on Klaus, and that will put Keystone to the line, 1-1. That's Klaus's third foul. Team 7. First one is off, rebound Klaus. Klaus is going to go coast to coast. Huffman with the rebound, it's off. And Lauer is going to try to go coast to coast, but Edmonds is going to be called for the foul, and it's going to put Lauer on the line. First one is up and in. Here, a little bit of our student section down in the corner, Blaine.
Yes, small but mighty.
Keystone with the ball. I think Keystone got away with a little walk there. Hurlbrink with the 3, it's off. Dunlap with the rebound. Weaver with the deuce. Full court press here by Keystone. Huffman with the ball. She breaks it, gets it up to Emma Huffman. Eva Huffman back to Claire Klaus.
Just under 3 minutes here. Obviously, Redbank Valley in no rush here to get a shot off, up by 12. Have a chance to milk some clock. They're in the bonus. Any type of contact foul, just like that one, is going to send Madison Foringer to the line.
That's going to be Hurlbrink sending Foringer to the line. Story, Blaine, back to volleyball, playing Keystone this year. Played them towards the end of the season, both getting right to playoffs. Very close game. Fortunately, we were able to come out on top. But in that game, Keystone setter, Allie Johnson, just a horrific freak accident that happened. But just, you want to talk about a class act. We had sent some cards. She had to have emergency surgery up in Erie. When we played them in the playoffs, and she came back down here, she met with me. She had a card, really nice conversation, really class act. Obviously, she didn't need to do that. But the entire Panther team, including her and Coach Mung, class act all the way around.
Yeah, that's good, and obviously that's a situation where you learn more. The team, the girls, the boys can learn a little more than just winning and losing by engaging in those types of moments.
Foul on Keystone's Emily Lauer, that's her third, team 9th, puts Huffman to the line. Next foul on Keystone will put the Bulldogs in the double bonus the rest of the way. Huffman up and in. And the second one is up and in.
That's 16 on the night for Huffman.
Lauer with the ball for Keystone. Shot up and off. Smathers with the rebound. Huffman with the ball. She pushes up to Klaus. Klaus gets the ball to Emma Huffman. She drives baseline. And Coach Edmonds calls timeout. Something he didn't like there. So with 1:59 left here in the fourth, it's Redbank Valley 47, Keystone 33.
And obviously Keystone one foul away from the double bonus for Redbank Valley. So obviously this point right now, pretty happy with Redbank Valley right now, sitting pretty up 14. Obviously any other contact, you're headed to the line for 2 shots. So it'll be interesting to see whether they even attempt to try to get a shot off at all or just try to get it the ball in the hands of someone that you can trust at the free throw line to knock down free throws when Keystone's forced to foul.
Back to you wrestling fans out there. We're going to give the Facebook page for districts again. It looks like we are to be here Friday night, and we'll obviously get the information to you again, but it looks like inclement weather, Blaine, coming in again tonight and Friday, so who knows if the games will even take place Friday. So facebook.com/Mega Rock FM fan. All 3 mats, live video, audio on one, all day Saturday at Clearfield. Starts at 10 a.m.
Interesting times to be an athletic director for sure. So not only do you have weather going on right now, but also still battling the effects of COVID.
You know, and I think all the athletic directors in the KSAC are not full-time athletic directors. They get either a period or 2, or in their own time, most of them have either full-time jobs or are school teachers. So a lot going on this year with weather and COVID to be able to get new games scheduled when other games have been canceled.
Yeah, I think the only one off the top of my head, a local AD that's full-time is Osborne.
Yeah, Brookfield, I think, does have the only full-time AD.
So I know that obviously you look at, so the only one I can speak to from experience is Emma Huffman on the steal, and she is just going to miss on taking it coast to coast. But you look at Roddy Hartle, our athletic director, he's a full-time art teacher. And so when you get in this time of the year with cancellations, especially in the spring's crazy because you could start at the beginning of the day planning to have a game, rain could move in, have to cancel. So really a shout out to what those athletic directors do with juggling. An athletic director position for a school district that has all the sports is essentially a full-time gig in itself. So not only are they full-time teachers, but full-time athletic directors too.
Free throw is missed. Rebound by Foringer. She's going to get the ball over to Huffman. Keystone putting pressure on. Huffman over to Klaus. Back to Huffman. Huffman gets the ball over to Smathers. Redbank just looking to kill clock here with a 12-point lead. That's going to put Keystone in the double bonus.
That's going to foul out Klaus. That's something we don't say very often.
Yeah.
Claire Klaus fouling out.
So,
obviously, at this point, up 12 with a minute left. Obviously, Keystone has a chance here to cut it to 10. Still would need a lot of bounces to go their way, but, a little breath there. The first shot is missed by Lauer.
So a couple of the guards on the bench for Redbank. Klaus fouls out, and good news looking over. Although Rarick does have ice on that ankle, it's nice to see her back in the gym, as they did carry her off earlier. So hopefully it's just a minor sprain and she'll be back soon.
Nice move by Olivia Huffman there. Couldn't find anyone to pass it into. Bounced it off the back of the defender who had the back to her. Got the ball and started dribbling herself, and then was able to draw the foul.
She must have played a game or two of basketball. Basketball IQ on that play. Weaver's going to foul out of the game for Keystone. Vickers is going to check into the game for Keystone. There's a discussion here at the scoring table. I'm not sure what that's about.
Coach Edmonds was calling for something, but I don't know what that was for.
Nice job, though, from the officials getting together, making sure everyone's on the same page, and we had the right call. Huffman with the first one, up and in, increases the lead to 12. And the second one is up. It is short. Rebound, Dunlap of Keystone. Keystone's going to push the ball over to Lauer. Lauer's going to drive into the paint, up and off. Olivia Huffman with the rebound, and they're going to call a jump ball. Possession arrow goes to Keystone. I'm sorry, possession arrow goes to Redbank. Inbounds the ball. And that's going to be stolen by Lauer.
Nice play
Lauer
by
up and in. And timeout Keystone. So that gets it back to 10. That's as close as Keystone's been in a while. Keystone 45 seconds left, but they're going to put that full court pressure on here the rest of the way.
I obviously don't have that basketball mind, but I always look at these points and, think about, do you really think you still have a shot here? But obviously basketball coaches have seen crazy things happen in those situations. So if you can get a steal on the inbound, put it up, cut it to 7 or 8, obviously then you're cutting it to possibly a 2-possession game at that point. So obviously
Absolutely.
they know a lot more about it than I do.
Yeah, if you remember, I don't know, the Boston Celtics back in the 80s were down, I think 4 with like 2-point-some seconds left. They score. Bird steals the inbounds ball. Boston ends up winning the game. So
yeah, an impressive Lauer with unofficially 11 points here in the fourth quarter. She's going to be leading all scorers at this point with 19. Olivia Huffman with 17. So really an impressive night here by Lauer. Good job. Obviously those numbers are unofficial, but that's what we have here.
So it's going to be Redbank Valley ball underneath. Keystone with full court press on.
And I imagine after the steal here, they're going to foul right away. Can't imagine they're going to give him much time to dribble. And Olivia
Huffman with the ball.
She's going to get it past half court, so was able to run about 4 seconds off before getting sent to the line.
And that foul is going to be on Dunlap. That's her third. It's going to put Olivia Huffman to the line.
Huffman's 4 of 6 tonight from the free throw line.
First one's up and in. And the second one's up and in.
So that's going to tie Huffman with Lauer with 19 points unofficially on the evening to lead all scorers, both of them.
Lauer with the ball to Young. Young back to Lauer. 3-point from Keystone is no good. It's going to be Olivia Huffman with the rebound.
And she's going to go back to the line.
Dunlap, that's going to be her 4th foul.
Huffman will go back to the line, 6 of 8 thus far on the night. 12-point lead for Redbank Valley. Huffman right now at 19 points, so a chance to get herself 20 and 20 plus tonight.
Just goes to show, Blaine, what good defense does. You box out, you get the rebound, you get fouled, get you to the line, get you a chance to get 2 points.
Misses the first.
The second one is up and also no good. Rebound, Faith Young.
Imagine here Redbank Valley coaches are saying, don't touch, don't foul. Huffman with the rebound. Gonna get it to Huffman. Let's see if they're gonna foul again. And they are.
And that's gonna be on Lauer. It's gonna be her 4th.
Just what we said last time down the floor there. Coach Edmonds telling girls don't do anything on the way down the floor. Give them the shot. Obviously 12-point game. 2's not going to make a difference.
First one's up and in.
20 on the night for Huffman.
And the second one is short. Rebound. Vickers, push to Lauer. Lauer's going to go coast to coast. It's off. Little scrum. Olivia Huffman with the ball. Another foul. Faith Young this time.
One more time.
That's going to be Young's first. Put Huffman on the line.
8 in the fourth quarter here for Huffman. So big part of her, obviously, 13-point lead. Olivia doing a lot to put this game away.
First one is in. And the second one's in. So it looks like Redbank's going to win this game by 15. Keystone inbounds the ball. It's going to go back to Lauer. They are going to get one last shot. Lauer goes coast to coast. It is off. And at the buzzer, it's no good. So we're going to give some recaps here, and we're going to go get our player of the game. For Keystone, looks like they were led by Lauer, who had... Looks like 19 for Lauer. Dunlap had 2. Weaver had 9. Bowser had 6. For Redbank Valley, it was Davis with 2. Emma Huffman with 2. Claire Klaus with 4. Madison Foringer with 8. Kaylin Rarick had 10. And Olivia Huffman with 22. So One thing we do want to give a shout out to Keystone. Good luck to them as they move. We won't see them here, but they will be playing Redbank again here at the end of the season at Keystone. But they're a double-A team this year. Redbank's a triple-A team. So good luck to the Lady Panthers as they enter the double-A playoffs. Redbank giving them their first loss tonight. So we have here with you tonight player of the game, Olivia Huffman. So just a couple questions. So first of all, obviously, Redbank and Keystone, you know each other really well. Played each other twice last year in basketball in the regular season. Played each other in the district finals. Moved to this year, volleyball. Two teams, only one loss. Played each other late in the season. Played each other again in the district finals. So you've seen these girls both in basketball and volleyball. So kind of a little rivalry over the last 2 years.
Yeah.
So tonight, 22 points. I think your most productive offensive game of the year. But let's talk about the defense. I think in that first half and into the third quarter, unfortunately we don't keep track of steals. You had to have at least 7, 8, 9, maybe even double digits in steals. And then rebounding got you to the line throughout the second half, which enabled you to score lots of points. So although you scored a lot of points tonight, it was really from the defense. Do you pride yourself on playing good defense? I mean, is that something you go over in practice?
Well, I don't think I'm a very good defensive player. I just really haven't been like that great of a defensive player, so I just knew I needed to step it up these past couple of games because I've been playing really lazy on defense, and I knew it would give me more opportunities to score and to give more advantages for our team and to be able to put us in a position to go farther.
So looking ahead, increases the record to 9 and 4. Obviously, those 4 losses, 2 of them have been to Punxsy. So I know we're looking ahead. We still got some games left, but I think the goal is to probably get to that district finals again and looking at Punxsy. Is that a goal for you and the team right now?
Yes, a
Okay.
very big one.
So again, tonight from Redbank Valley, as the Lady Bulldogs defeat Keystone, player of the game Olivia Huffman with 22 points. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So we'll be back with you Friday for the boys game against Clarion, weather permitting. Once again here from New Bethlehem, it's the Redbank Valley Lady Bulldogs defeating the Keystone Panthers. And good luck to both these teams the rest of the season as Keystone travels into the double-A playoffs in a couple weeks, and our own Lady Bulldogs will travel into the triple-A playoffs. Matt and Blaine from New Bethlehem, we will see you Friday night. Thank you.